morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Asselin. If people are new here, so be sure to subscribe and stick around. I have lots of fun new content coming. I'm just really trying to like diversify, I guess, the content that I'm doing, because I've been getting so frustrated lately because every single time I upload I end up like at a net loss in subscribers, and I'm just like confused because I've been trying really hard. In reality, I don't really care about the numbers, but whenever you're like actually trying harder and it's not going the way you anticipated, it's a little upsetting. Anyways, I love all of you guys, but today is Wednesday, I believe. It's the 10th of June, and I have so many updates and stuff to give you guys. I have a pretty busy day, just getting some like work stuff done for YouTube and like some internship prep, and I just have some things I want to get done, so I'll put my to-do list here on screen for you guys. I have to get some content for Instagram today for a sponsored deal with Pink. I'm gonna wait until later in the day to put on makeup and everything because I hate wearing makeup now, considering I've only worn it like 5 times since March. I just can't stand wearing it, so I'm just gonna wait till later on in the day to put on whatever makeup I'm gonna put on, and I'll show you guys my everyday natural glowy makeup routine, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking for that. And then in the next few weeks I'll do a like glam, like full face makeup get ready with me. I recently on Sunday I recorded a podcast with a girl named Venus all about like racial injustice, so definitely go check that out. I also have it in video form on my channel. That was my first time doing a Zoom interview, and it went so smoothly and it worked really well for podcasting, so you guys can expect more guests on my podcast for sure. So I'm going to be recording on Friday morning with a girl named Betty Jean from Alabama that I've known for about a year, and I just need to get my like questions ready for her because I'm going to be interviewing her. Let's just go ahead and get started on all this computer work. Okay guys, I just finished up pretty much just putting a lot of dates and like times and everything in my Google Calendar that I have been given so far for my internship, just so I could have them in there. I do have my paper planner day designer that I told you guys about in a few vlogs ago, and I will start using that once July starts. I guess I could go ahead and put stuff in it, but I'm gonna wait and make sure nothing changes. And I just found out I have to wear like business casual, and I left every single bit of my business clothes and storage in Tuscaloosa, so it's awesome. Right now I just have my email pulled up because I am making some edits on this in-feed video that I'll be posting to Instagram for a sponsorship, and then I have some edits to the stories I need to make, so I'm doing that. And then I also finished going ahead and getting my interview questions together for Betty Jean, and I sent them to her, and I stayed up until 1 finishing Dead to Me with Griffin. If you guys have not seen it on Netflix, you need to watch it. The first few episodes are they're not even slow because a lot happens, but there's like slow parts and it's a little bit hard to get into. But oh my gosh, once you get past like episode 3 or 4, I feel like something literally insane happens every single episode. A great series. I was like, I'm so excited for the 3rd season whenever it comes out. I'm gonna look that up. Really good. I just want to recommend that to you guys. Alright, you guys, it's about noon right now, and I just went downstairs to get my mail, check the mail, all that kind of stuff, because I have a ton of packages right now and I need to go through them. I'm gonna show you guys some things I've been like loving, using, that kind of stuff. You guys know, if you watched my last vlog and if you follow me on Instagram, I'm doing a running challenge where I pretty much just run every day. And I've only missed one day because I went to a wedding. We had to wear masks and stuff. It was crazy. But I went to a wedding on Saturday and we were there for like 8 or 9 hours. And so it was really long. It was about an hour away, so I didn't run that day. Something I've been doing to help me with running, since it is literally like 99 degrees here in Texas and it feels like 110 half the time, and it hasn't rained in a while and it's not gonna rain for a while. It's really, really hot and humid. Love, love, love liquid IV. I used to take it all the time last summer whenever I worked out a lot, and I would also go to Cycle Bar. I would do like 2-a-days a lot last summer, if you guys remember that, in Dallas. And I would get really dehydrated, and these just like helped a lot. I try to drink like 2 of my 40-ounce Hydrofloss a day, but lately, whenever I started the running challenge though, I did order a 16-pack of the liquid IVs in the passion fruit flavor. I really like lemon lime too, and they really seriously help so much with hydration. Like, you feel the difference, and they actually are really good too if you're ever hungover. They help a lot. So I always drink one of these like kind of in the middle of the day at least a few hours before I run. I'm gonna do like a package unboxing for you guys and just tell you guys some things that I've been like loving and stuff. I'm reading The Hate You Give right now to kind of just educate myself on, you know, what it's like being a black woman, specifically a black person, I guess, growing up, especially in the United States, and it's really, really good. I'm like over halfway done with it. I have this much left, and I haven't seen the movie yet, so I'm gonna watch that after. And I was gonna order it on Amazon, but Griffin's little sister actually had a copy because she goes to TCU, and this was like their assigned reading before they went to school or whatever, their freshman year. I've really been loving that book. I highly encourage you guys to read it. It's really eye-opening. Next up, from Girlfriend Collective. I'm working with them on Instagram, but it's not really working with them because I'm not getting paid. They're just giving me commission, I think, and then free product. So it's not like a true campaign. But Girlfriend Collective is an extremely diverse and inclusive activewear brand that's like made from all recycled bottles, I think. So it's like extremely ethical, diverse, like it's the dream activewear company for the 21st century, truly. And it came in this really cute mauve colored zipper bag. Like, what the heck? Let's see, I got a white scrunchie because I only had like $125 in credit, I think, and their stuff is about the price of like Lululemon, I would say. Wow, these are really good quality. I got these really pretty like emerald biker shorts. It's really great with like oversized t-shirts, and they're high-waisted. Yeah, all of their stuff is from recycled materials. And then I also got a pair of leggings because they were completely out of stock of all their sports bras and a lot of other stuff on their website, unfortunately. So I wasn't able to get my hands on any of the other things, but maybe I'll have to buy a sports bra once they go back in stock, so I'll have a matching set. And then I just got a pair of their black high-waisted leggings because I only have 2 plain pairs of black high-waisted leggings, and I feel like you can never have too many. So this stuff is from Pink. It's the stuff that I'm going to be wearing today for the content I have to get for them. I have this really cute workout, like super buttery soft like tank in a really pretty mauve color. And then I got just a basic, which I really needed more sports bras. This black sports bra, buttery soft leggings, and that really pretty mauve color. I don't have any colors like this, so I really like that. Another of the tanks, but in black. And I think these are the same, yeah, these are the same buttery soft leggings in black. These kind of feel like a crossover between Aligns and Wonder Unders from Lululemon, if you're wondering. So lots of new activewear today for sure. A video I'm going to be doing and a vlog. I'm going to like vlog tomorrow or the next day and show me giving my car a makeover. It's TikTok inspired, so stay tuned for that video. It's just much needed and long overdue for me to like actually like deep clean out my car and just give it some love. And I got a bunch of random really cool products. That's what's in that Amazon box right there. Things to help me clean it and maintain its cleanliness, some organizational stuff, some fun little useful accessories, that kind of thing. So stay tuned for that video because I just had the idea to do it, and okay, I separated some laundry and took some downstairs and put it in the washer. I have towels right here, and then, which I need to consolidate, and this is all like workout clothes. I also made a smoothie while I was down there. I literally drink one of these every single day. It's just, I normally make 2, like for me and Griffin, and it's about 1.5 cups of oats, 2 bananas, either frozen, and then if they're not frozen, just do like a cup this size of ice, about 1.5 cups of almond milk, and drizzle of agave, and a little bit of vanilla extract, and like 2 or 3 tablespoons of peanut butter, and then I added chocolate protein today. And it's so good. So I have this journal right here that I got last summer, I believe, from Target. 12:37 right now. I am going to whatever. I'm not okay, I don't know what to call it. I guess it's manifesting in a way, but it's kind of just like training your mind to be positive. I did a podcast episode on this. I'll link it down below a couple weeks ago. And one of the things that I mentioned was writing out the best possible outcome for everything you're anxious about in life. So I'm going to divide it into like work, YouTube, and like personal life, and then I'm just going to write down the best case scenario, because I mentioned it in the podcast, but we always tend to dwell on the worst case scenario, and we subconsciously end up forcing ourselves into thinking that the worst case scenario is the only option because we think about it and dwell on it so much. And writing out the best case scenario kind of like restructures your mindset to make you believe and realize like, hey, that's not the only possible outcome. Like, you can actually succeed and this can actually happen. You don't have to sit here and dwell on like what could go wrong, like what could go right. So I'm gonna write all that out because it's something that I used to do like a lot mentally, and I feel like I've kind of lost touch with it. So I want to write it out, and I'm gonna tear the piece of paper out, and I'm just gonna like stick it. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I don't want it in this journal. This journal's like really private, honestly, and it has a lot of like church notes in it too, so I just don't want it to be like in a random journal. Okay, so I just finished and basically just divided it into sections, and each bullet point basically just starts with I will for every single section, just because I feel like that's the most empowering way for me to word everything. And I did things that I'm both anxious about and things that I just like want to accomplish. And I honestly should have been more specific with some of my goals, because some of them are a little vague, so I may go in and add like actual numbers and stuff. I have a school section, YouTube and podcast, and then my personal one, and then I have a health section, but at the very bottom I put like a mantra, and it's basically just like something that I want to live by for like especially the next year or two of my life, and it's I will stop doing things out of fear and start living my life for me and my own passions, because I feel like everything I do is out of fear and based off of what other people expect me and want me to do, especially at this point in my life. And I just really want to make sure I'm always like doing my life for me out of the things I love rather than the things I'm scared of. I spent the last hour or so reading, and I am so close to being done. So hopefully I'll probably finish this book out tomorrow by the pool. And I'm gonna start getting ready for filming the stories and then taking the Instagram picture once Griffin is done with work for the day for his internship. So something else I've been loving is this Kopari coconut oil, like coconut lip scrub. It's like natural and really, really good for getting like dry skin peeled off your lips, and it like literally works so good. So I love putting this on before I put on makeup, so I don't get makeup like around my lips and dry spots, or whenever I put like lip gloss or lip liner on, it doesn't like settle in dry skin or anything. Okay, I'm gonna sit right here and do my like quick everyday glowy makeup. I'm gonna start with the Benefit Professional all over my face and just make my pores less visible. So I guess for an update, I feel like every single vlog I'm telling you guys like travel plans and stuff with me like driving back and forth from places, because that's just how it be right now, and I really am only vlogging a few times in each area, if more than once, so I am constantly having to update, but it just changed yesterday. So I'm going in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer all over my face, and basically today's the 10th, I think, so on the 20th, in 10 days, I'm going to be heading back to Florida, home, and I will be there from then on all until early August. But then like if my graduation happens, I'll go back to Tuscaloosa for that on July 31st and August 1st. I'm now using these sleek highlighting elixir illuminating drops in the shade Poppin' Bottles. But basically, one of my best friends from school that I actually just met in the fall of my senior year, and she's like literally one of my best friends, I met her through being a TA, because she was a TA too for the same professor as me in the fall, and she's going to be in Destin, which is like an hour away from Panama City Beach, which is where I'm from, and she's going to be there for her birthday on like the 20th through 22nd, so I'm leaving on the 20th so that I can see her, because we like live really far away as is, and I didn't get to say bye to her because of Corona, and she's graduating and like not going to be at Alabama next year like I am, and for grad school, and she's planning on like traveling abroad for like the next year or so, and like a lot of my friends that have studied abroad end up like, you know, moving abroad and everything, so like I want to see them when I can. And you know, she's been working from home and quarantined there and everything, so I'm really excited that I'll be able to like see her in Destin. We're just gonna like go to a dinner or something, and I'm leaving early so I can do that because I really want to see her. And I am going to be driving by myself, like Griffin's not going to go with me right away. I'm going to use my fingers and apply the Hello Happy Benefit Soft Blur foundation. It has like SPF in it, and it's kind of like in between a tinted moisturizer and foundation and lipsticks and lattes on YouTube always talks about it, so I got it a while ago and I've used it a few times. But I'm just putting like 3 dots on my face and gonna blend it all in down my neck and everything. Then I'll just be at home, and then on the 29th, one of Griffin's younger sisters is actually gonna be in PCB for all of July. She was supposed to be there all of June and July, but because of Corona, like, she's basically doing like this ministry and working program through her college in Panama City Beach, which is like really ironic. And I've actually worked with people at home, like whenever I was in high school, who did that same program when they were in college. It's kind of crazy, small world. And she's leaving on June 29th to go to PCB, so Griffin's gonna leave that same day and just follow her to PCB, and he'll join me back there on the 29th. So I'm just going a little early because I was also able to get a hair appointment in because the Ulta salon finally opened up, and that's like really exciting. And it was either that or get an appointment like at the end of July, because she's like pretty much already booked up, so I was able to get one this last week of June or whatever at like a random time. I'm just gonna leave a little bit earlier. I just really want to get home, honestly. Like, I love being here, and I'm forever grateful for Griffin's parents for, you know, giving me a place to stay here and letting me stay here while my parents were like finding somewhere to live in Florida and everything, finding a new house after they sold theirs. So I'm really grateful for that, and it's been so great. But like, obviously I want to spend time with my family at home too, especially before I start actually working. And I just put on the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. And then I'm also going to put some down here just to like sculpt my face. So yeah, that's the update. It's exciting. I hate that I'll, you know, won't have Griffin following me on the way back, because it's a lot like nice. It's really nice to have him like with me whenever we travel or whatever, like even if he's just following me, but it'll be okay because I've made the drive by myself before. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this Milani Cream to Powder foundation, and I use the shade 270 Tan as like a cream contour, but since it's cream to powder, it works really nicely to turn into like a actual contour. So I'm putting it on this little e.l.f. contouring brush, and I'm just going to stick it everywhere that I contour my face, basically, but I have a hair on my face, so that's not fun. And then I, of course, do my jawline. Patiently awaiting getting my move-in date for our new apartment in the fall. I'm really excited to, like, get into our own space again instead of being, like, back. Like, I love being back and forth between our parents' houses. It's so nice, and I'm glad that, like, we'll be pretty stationary for about a month and a half once we get to Florida. But not being in your, like, own space and all that does get hard. So I'm sure a lot of you guys relate that are like at home right now and that have been home for a while. My everyday makeup routine used to be a lot more simple, but I've like learned some new things or started doing new things, and it takes a little bit longer now. But okay, and I'm gonna do my nose, which is always fun. And I just do it based off of like that TikTok video where you just do the line right here, and then line in the middle across the tip, and then you highlight it and then powder the sides of the nose. Looks kind of weird right now, but I'll blend it out soon enough. Since it is cream to powder, it does kind of like set itself, but you want to still blend it out so it's not like really harsh. Now I'm going to use just like a dry sponge, like a different one. And I'm going in with the Beauty Bakery flour. It's just like a flour setting powder, but like their products and packaging and everything are like all based off of like a bakery, and they're really cute. And also, Beauty Bakery is a black owned business, so definitely recommend supporting them. I love their products. I have an eyeshadow palette from them, and then I have this powder, and I love both of them a lot. I'm just gonna set the areas I put concealer, and I kind of take out the powder in like an angled line up here, and then I'm also gonna set it on the side of my nose, because this also helps the nose look more like contoured and shaped. And then I also just stick it underneath the contour I did right there. And I do this very like messily whenever I do my everyday makeup. I need to get like a different sponge that has better angles and stuff, because this one can be difficult. Okay, so while I look crazy with this all over my face, I usually do my brows at this point. So I normally do soap brows, which is also a TikTok trend, and I really like it. And I guess I am going to do it today, but I'm not going to wet the soap like I normally do. But I just get a spoolie and then this little brow soap from Amazon. I'll leave a link down below, which I honestly recommend getting a bar soap instead, because this can be really difficult to work with. I use this to get the soap on the spoolie, brush the hairs up, and it kind of just Gives your brows that feathery look that's really trendy. It really doesn't work unless you wet the soap, honestly, so it's not really working right now. And then the other end of this e.l.f. brow pencil I'm just going to use to fill in some sparse areas of my brows in the mirror real quick. So now I'm taking a concealer brush and a tiny bit of concealer from my concealer, and I'm just gonna like clean up the underneath part of my brows to make them look more precise. And I usually just blend out that concealer with my finger because I do a really thin layer of it, so it's not like too caked on, I guess. And of course, going to set my brows with a Glossier Boy Brow. ColourPop also has a really good brow gel that's really similar to Glossier's Boy Brow that's cheaper. I just kind of try to brush them up and out. And then now that all of my powder has sat here for forever, I'm just using a fluffy brush and dusting it away, making sure I really dust it off because otherwise it's like way too bright and white. I don't think this powder has any flashback in it. The last picture I posted on Instagram of me and Griffin at the wedding, I was like pretty much doing the same exact makeup look but with a foundation instead of tinted moisturizer, and I really don't think there's like any like harsh white cast or flashback with this powder that I know of. I just made sure to get like the translucent shade and not the white shade. I think I have the oat shade of that powder. And now I'm going to go over all of my face with Hourglass Ambient Dim Lighting powder because it just brings back a lot of glow to the face that I just got rid of with the powder. Now going on my eyes, I'm just using the Glossier Lid Star in the shade Slip. This really does not do that much. It's just like a pink champagne liquid eyeshadow, but it like really blends out into just about nothing, so you have to be really careful when you blend it out because you can easily get rid of it off of your eyes. I just kind of try to blend the edges of it so I'm not like touching the actual lid where the product sits, just the edges. I'll make sure when I do my like full glam makeup routine that's really similar to this one, I'll do it at my house in Florida and have my ring light out. So, okay, eyelashes are curled and I'm just going to put on a thin layer of this Thrive Causemetics Liquid Lash Extensions mascara because it's really, really good. And my eyelashes are super long right now because I just started a new tube of the Roden & Fields Lash Boost, and if I use like any other mascara besides this one when I'm using that lash boost, which is always usually, I feel like my eyelashes are just like get too clumpy too quickly with other mascaras, and this one's just perfect for the length of my lashes right now. Try to like push them up and out like this way instead of straight up. Okay, now using Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and just this like dome brush and going over all the areas I contoured and my neck.
This is gonna go together? I don't really care, but like, I think it does.
Kind of. I mean, yeah. Why are you doing something?
Yeah.
Just using the butter bronzer now on a more angled brush and kind of getting like the higher part of my cheekbone to kind of give it that more shaped look, I guess. I'm using MAC
Got him then. Sorry.
Sweets for my Sweet Extra Dimension Blush. I'm going in with my Ofra Star Island highlight. I got this Real Techniques like highlighting brush, but I feel like it would be better for blush because I feel like I don't know. And then I pretty much put highlight literally everywhere. And I'm gonna use a smaller brush for highlighting my nose because I just don't want to highlight like my entire freaking nose. It ended up being a lot more full face than I anticipated, so I'm sorry. But I'm blending pretty much everything out just so it's not like stripes on my face, you know. Lip liner, I'm using Essence Big Proposal. Set really quickly with Morphe, the peach setting spray. So on my lips, my like absolute favorite combo lately has been MAC Blankety and the ColourPop So Juicy lip gloss in the shade Roundabout. So I'm gonna put that on and then I can show you guys my makeup in natural lighting. Okay, so I'm in a little bit more natural lighting now. It's still a little weird just because it's not like direct sunlight, but there's the makeup for you guys. Just really like glowy, something you can wear every day. Really only takes me like 10-15 minutes to do if I'm just doing it and not recording myself doing it. And I don't always do like the whole like baking thing or whatever, but it's really, really hot outside, so I know I'll be sweaty when I take these pictures and I don't want to look like a grease ball. So I've gotten 2 of the 4 story frames done. I haven't like added any of the text or anything like that, but I just did a boomerang and then a video. And I'm gonna use, I like doing like a mix of different things, like a video, still picture, boomerang, that kind of thing. And typically what I do is pictures that I don't end up using for my end feed post, I'll end up just using on my stories for Pink and just adding captions to them and making them look pretty. So we're gonna go outside soon, but Griffin said it's like really freaking hot right now because it's 4 o'clock, so might try and wait like 30 minutes or something, or an hour to get outside and take the pictures because it is so hot. This is like the first time I've like actually like done all of my work during the normal hours of a work day and been done by 5 o'clock. I went outside and got the pictures and stuff I needed for Pink, and I have like all my stories that I sent over here, and then I sent over like my draft and feed picture and caption and stuff. So basically I just like take a bunch, figure out which ones I like, edit them, put them on Instagram, like on the stories, and then type everything out that I want to, and then the required hashtags and tags, and save them and then send them to my manager. So I went ahead and got those all over to her because she's an hour ahead, so I wanted to get them to her by 6. I'm gonna take off my makeup here shortly because I don't want to be wearing it. Literally already put eye drops in today, but my eyes are so red and irritated because I never wear makeup anymore, and I'm knocking everything down. I just watched Michelle Reed's video on YouTube. She just uploaded and chilled, and now I'm tying my hair back. I'm gonna take out my earrings and take off my makeup so I can go run. I'm just gonna use my Tula no makeup replenishing cleansing oil to take off my makeup. It's amazing. Love this product more than the Clinique Take the Day Off balm because I don't know, the balm is too oily, and this is like is an oil, but it's not as oily and waxy as the Clinique Take the Day Off balm. My run, these are my On tennis shoes that I talked about in my last vlog. They're the Cloud Swifts, and I've been running in them for about a week now, and I do really like them. Like, they are very comfortable. I think I run really flat-footed though, so I don't know if these are good for that or not, but I just had a lot of friends and family members recommend them for running on the road. So yeah, I have these gray ones. I'll link them down below. I'm sure there's probably better running shoes out there, but I mean, these are doing the job for me so far. I did most of my back stretches inside because my back starts to hurt a lot when I run, like my lower back where my hip is. But my hamstrings are really sore from doing a leg workout 2 days ago, so I'm trying to stretch them some more right now, and I look crazy. It's so hot still. It's 6 o'clock, 6:30, so I might not even make it back. So we're trying a new boba place. I got a watermelonade slushie with like, I told him I didn't want any like extra sugar in it. He was like, it's going to be very, very sour. And I was like, okay. So I got the 25% like sugar or whatever with strawberry popping boba. I was going in there with intentions of getting like a coconut water and then with strawberry popping boba, but then it wasn't, it's like on their online menu, but it wasn't on the menu in there. But I want to go back like soon so I can try the coconut tea. It's like a coconut almond milk tea, and it sounds so good, and that would be so good with strawberry.